So, my story started with major health problems as a young person, as a child, a lot of digestive issues. When I was 28, I was diagnosed with celiac disease, and this was before anybody knew what gluten even was. So it was quite a challenge to try to figure out how to change my diet. And then I was also diagnosed with Hashimoto's autoimmune thyroid disease. And within recent years, I was also diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis. So that's a lot of autoimmune stuff. Um, but about a year and a half ago, I had to do the prep for my colonoscopy and EDG. And so like they did the blood work ahead of time and they came back with the blood work and they said, you don't you don't have the antibodies for celiac in your blood. And I really thought they were wrong. I thought that's a mistake. I've been a celiac for 20 years, I'm 47 now. And so how can that be? How can those antibodies just disappear? And so I figured I'll just go ahead and eat a little bit of gluten. And then when they do the actual procedures, they'll see that the blood test was just a false negative because I hadn't been eating gluten. So, anyways, I got the procedures done in the hospital and they came back with the biopsies and the photos and everything. And they're like, these are the cleanest pictures we've ever seen. You don't have celiac disease. And I was like, how is that even possible after 20 years? I did not get it. So I'm like, the only thing I really changed was Purium. And this was about a year and a half in after starting Purium and just being on the maintenance program, but staying on the biomedic every day. And I still stay on the biomedic and the zinc aid every day. And like, so I started, researching in my back office and like, oh, it's the C-reactive protein. It lowered the C-reactive protein in my gut and allowed me to no longer have celiacs. I know we can't make medical claims. I can't say Purium healed me. But that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Like that's what happened. And I can still eat gluten and it doesn't bother me. But I still stay on my biomedic every day. That being said, too, I have a really mild case of ankylosing spondylitis. And I had a specialist say, like, I know what your blood work says that I'm HLA-B27 positive. But she's like, I just really think like you're so flexible and you're so healthy and like I'm like, yeah, I do a lot of Pilates and I stay on this program called Purium. So it's like it's helping all the way around with my brain fog, my celiac disease, and with my ankylosing spondylitis. And then the brain fog is from Hashimoto. So it helps a lot with all of that, all the way around. I'm staying on it.
Is that wild or what? Have you ever heard of that happening? I mean, once you're celiac, you're generally celiac. I haven't heard of the body repairing itself from that. But it goes to show, guess what? This didn't happen overnight. Share with us, Rachel, how long it actually took before the doctor said that. Because I think that's an important thing. People look for these overnight.
Yeah, it was not overnight. It wasn't within the 3 months. It was, I had started the previous March. The following, um, it was like a year and a half.
Mhm.
So then, from March all the way around until, the winter time.
Okay, so
And
you got
that's when they did the
relief.
blood work.
You got relief immediately, but the fact that it's no longer showing up, that's
Yeah.
major. That's really
Yeah.
major.
The other thing too is like when I had celiac, if I got glutened, I would get welts on my scalp. And I guess I didn't even notice that that went away
Hmm.
until the doctor told me, like, you no longer have celiac. You don't test positive for it. The biopsies don't test positive for it. And the pictures look great. And it's like, oh yeah, I haven't been getting the welts on my head, when I get gluten. So I'm still careful about what I eat. I don't eat a lot of dairy. because that's inflammatory for me. But I can eat gluten. So
Well, thank you so
yeah.
much for sharing, Rachel. We're so happy for you.